We'll kick off this hour taking a look at the latest coming out of Kenya. That's where vote counting has started in what is expected to be a highly contested presidential election. Opposition leader Raila Odinga and Deputy President William Ruto both casting their ballots today in what's been considered a rather peaceful day of voting. Provisional results are expected to start streaming in later tonight, but it could take days for the official result to be announced. We're joined now by Voice of America's Kennedy Wandara, who is in Nairobi for us tonight. Kennedy, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. So you are at one of the centers where the vote counting will be taking place, or that's where they're being collated really from what is being sent through nationally. Give us a sense of how voting has gone for the day.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Largely, the voting process in Kenya has been peaceful, though the voter turnout has not been what people predicted. But largely, it has been peaceful across the country. And now, 2 hours later, the results are streaming in through a number of media portals, media organizations who have set up portals that is also accessible to IEBC, which is the electoral body. So on Kenyan screens, there are results that have begun streaming in, but those results are just provisional.
Kennedy, when you talk about voter turnout not being what people had anticipated, is it lower, is it higher? Give us a sense of what you have seen today.
Yeah, largely the voter turnout as compared to 2017. This particular time, the voter turnout has been so low, but a few hours when the electoral commissioners came to the media center to brief the media on what had transpired, they indicated that by 4 p.m. the Kenyan time, that about 12 million Kenyans had already voted. So, but they anticipate perhaps the voter turnout could be around 60%. So that will be so low as compared to when President Kenyatta was seeking re-election in 2017.
It's been the difficulty of this election, right? We've seen what has been considered very muted campaigns from the front runners and a concern that there doesn't seem to be a voice that really brings something different to the Kenyan people, because even if we look at who the candidates are, it's really much of the same. There seems to be a case of musical chairs when it comes to leadership options in Kenya.
Absolutely. This is a tight race on the United Democratic Alliance Party and the veteran politician Raila Odinga, who is vying on the Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya alliance. This is a tight race, as many analysts in Kenya have really predicted. But again, we're just going to know whether it is close as they had predicted. But I can bring to you the latest opinion polls a few days ago indicated that Odinga had maintained a lead of about 9 points against Deputy President William Ruto, who is vying on the United Democratic Alliance. So perhaps it may reflect so, or it may change. So we have to wait and look at the final tally, and then also look at the numbers that the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission is giving in terms of the voter turnout final tally.
All right. Kennedy, still a long night ahead for you, and undoubtedly a long week ahead as vote counting then gets underway in earnest. Kennedy Wandara is with Voice of America. Of course, the results coming out of that Kenyan election will continue to be closely watched.